Kristen Lee, and on today's episode of Kristen Procrastinated All Day Long, we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite vampire movies. Hopefully, you can't hear the party next door too much, or my dad's fighting movie through the walls, so hopefully I don't get any copyrights. So, and I was gonna do like my makeup all vampy and, you know, all Queen of the Night. Instead, you get me in Jack Skellington pajamas and fresh out of the shower, but I'm clean, so you're welcome. All right, so at number 5 is Dracula. I like the 90s version with Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins. Oh my gosh. I have to redeem myself. Hold on. My brain totally went blank. Gary Oldman. Here, take my membership back. Take it back. I cannot believe I forgot his name. He only plays Dracula, and Winona Ryder's in it. There's other people in it too, but I am so frustrated with myself. We are not off to a good start. Anyway, I love that one. I think it was one of my first vampire movies that I was able to watch as a kid. Or like, not a kid, but like a teenager. I've never read the book though, which is kind of wild, but I've watched all the different variations of it, and I kind of like Dracula 2000. It's kind of corny, but Gerard Butler is Dracula in that one, so that's why I watched it. But yeah, I like the story of Dracula, and one of my favorite books has Dracula as one of the main characters in it. So, can't believe, I'm still mad about Gary Oldman. All right, moving on. Number 4 is 30 Days of Night. That movie scared me. Those vampires were not the pretty vampires that we were getting used to from the 90s, and they were scary. And the idea that you could be in a place where it would be nighttime, and if you were going with vampire lore and they couldn't go out in the sun and whatever, where would they go to feed? And the fact that they went to Alaska and fed. And I guess they were supposed to like feed enough for the full year and then come back out, you know, the next time that it was 30 Days of Night. So, but that one was really, really good. If you haven't seen that one, put that on your list. At number 3 is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love the TV show too, but I love the movie. The movie is always going to have an amazing, amazing stake in my heart. Like, I just absolutely love that movie. I love the corniness of it, but there are certain parts where I still jump. I might watch that tonight. It's a classic for me. If we're really gonna date me with my Blockbuster membership, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was something that I rented a lot. Number 2 is Lost Boys. One of my best friends, it's one of her favorite movies of life. At that and Nightmare on Elm Street series, and she's the one that made me watch the movies. I had seen Lost Boys in my teens, but I don't think I understood what was going on until I was older, and then I just fell in love with the movie. But there are still parts of it where I still fall asleep. But that's up there, so if you haven't seen that, you should put that on your list. Not the new one. The new one sucks. That was horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. And then at number 1 is the entire Underworld series. I went with one of my best friends to see pretty much all of them, and I love that series. I love the idea of the werewolves and vampires fighting, and there being like a hybrid, and I just love the series. I think I still need to watch the last one though, because the last one that I remember watching was the Lycans one. And it had the guy from Outlander in it. So I think I'm behind one. But I love it. I love the fight scenes in it. I love the, just how it's shot. And I like the fact that even though they're the classier vampires, they're still scary. And yeah, so that's my top. Oh, I forgot my honorable mentions. Okay, so honorable mentions. It came out this year. I thought it was fantastic. It's on Netflix. It's called Day Shift. It has Jamie Foxx. Get out of here. Mosquito? Oh no. Got it. Okay. We've had, speaking of bloodsuckers, we've had a lot of mosquitoes around. Anyway, so it has Jamie Foxx in it. It has Snoop Dogg, and they're vampire hunters. And the vampires that they hunt are weird looking. They kind of look like aliens, but it also reminds me of R.I.P. PD. I think that's what it's called. It has Ryan Reynolds in it. And it's about like the police department that runs the undead kind of thing. It had those vibes to it. But Snoop Dogg was fantastic. He cracked me up. And I think it had one of the girls from How to Get Away with Murder. I think she's like the head honcho vampire. So, but I liked it. And then the Blade series, I don't really like the third one, but the first and second are really good. And Fright Night with Colin Farrell. I think it's scary, but I love some of the quirky jokes in it. It's got the guy from Odd Thomas in it, and the other guy from Superbad. I liked that version over the one that was made in the 80s, but I like Colin Farrell, so. And then the last one is, I really like the Hotel Transylvania cartoon. I can't get little bro turned on to it, but I think it's a cute idea. I think I have the last one to watch of that one too. Excuse me. But yeah, so that was my vampires. That's all my top 10s. I'm hoping that I can finish up the 13 days of Halloween, but I might just be doing my October wrap-up video tomorrow because I've ran out of things to do, and my period's kicking my butt. If I'm going to be quite honest, I thought she'd be gone by now, and she's like, nope, I'm here for the holidays. So she's gonna be here Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, possibly into New Year's. She's being very festive this year. So let's crush our goals. Bye, RuPaul. What am I gonna do when I run out of these? Adam Rippin. And he says, I have failed many times in my life. But more importantly, I've learned from every setback. Proudly own up to my mistakes, grown from disappointments, and now I'm a glamazon bitch, ready for the runway. You go on with your bad self. So, hope you guys had a great Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow. I just don't know what the content will be. Have a good night. Bye.